Well, speaking of great summer reads, here with the debut fiction novel is Practical Navigator author Chris Crowley. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Listen, let's talk about it. This sounds intriguing. So give us the setup, the synopsis of your new work.
You know, I've been trying to do that all morning long. I've been at it for, 5 years or something, but it's a little hard. Briefly, it's a legal thriller. It's a sophisticated, literate legal thriller. It's set on a fancy yacht club cruise way east on the coast of Maine in the 1980s. A guy gets killed, the very scary Greek billionaire. Among other things, he thinks that he is the latter-day incarnation of the Minotaur. Remember the Minotaur, the Greek myth?
Greek
myth,
yeah.
He's half bull, half man. Very scary guy. He lives in a labyrinth underneath the city, and he eats young people, kills them. He doesn't do that in my book. In my book, he's a little scarier in a way. He's at the center of this addictive bunch of sexually addicted people, very attractive people, but they're all lunatics. I mean, by most people's standards. So it's a mystery story trying to find out who killed the old guy, but also you're having this wild exploration of a very odd side of life, sexual addiction and what it does to people's lives.
So what inspired you, Chris, to pick up this topic to run with it? Because it's pretty fraught all the way around.
It sure is, and I can't, sadly, I can't answer that question. I have no idea. It does not reflect my experience, may I say. I do know all about Maine and boats and the practice of law. I was a lawyer for 25 years, but why all this sexuality? Lord only knows. It just bubbled up, and there it came.
Well, that'll be a great beach read for lots of folks this summer.
Oh, perfect. Just perfect. It's a very quick read. There are some deep themes that are worth going into below the surface, but also somebody said I went through it like a brush fire. I mean, it is quick, it's fun, a lot of fun. And the characters are very seductive, seducing and seductive.
They said that this is the kind of book you can't put down.
That's the stuff.
What else have you written, Chris?
Well, as I say, I was a Wall Street lawyer for 25 years, retired young because I wanted to lead more than one life. And my first book I wrote at the tender age of 70 called Younger Next Year. It's a nonfiction book about how to have how to age better. And damned if he didn't sell over 2 million copies in 23 languages. Great hit, great fun. It has speaking career, all kinds of stuff. But I also wanted to do a novel, which is very, very different.
That is a different experience altogether. Did you find that your secondary characters wanted to take on a life of their own quite often?
Oh, sure, absolutely. I had some wonderful advice from a friend who did fiction, which I'd not done before. She said, again and again, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. Make them more nuanced, more interesting as people. Give them more motivation, find out more about who they are. And man, I fell in love with them for one thing. There are 2 women in the book. They're a little bit scary, but I was just crazy about them. And there were 2 brothers. I never had a brother, but there are 2 brothers in the book, one 10 years older than the other. Their parents were alcoholics, so the older one raised the younger one. This lovely relationship, and the older one gets into this awful jam, and the younger one, the narrator, the practical navigator in the title, just goes nuts trying to look out for his brother. Interesting stuff.
Well, I can't wait to read it. How can we get your book, Chris?
You can get it on Amazon, easy peasy. You can go to my website. I think Kathy's left us for some reason, but Chris Crowley author .com. But Amazon is the easiest.
Well,
your bookstore can get it too.
Oh, good. Congratulations on another summer hit. Good to talk to you, Chris.
A great pleasure. Thanks for having me.
We'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.